Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence, the 17th. The AMAs keep rolling on. I asked you to ask me anything you want, and the questions just came rolling in. So let's take a look at a few more answers today. David, I was wondering how you found and chosen the teachers that are a part of your roster, and when you decided to expand VO2GoGo to include more than yourself as a teacher. I actually didn't go looking for them. I have found that my business has grown very organically. I ran into a situation within the first few years or so where my production schedule, being on shows, doing voiceover and stuff, started to pick up, and I wasn't able to do weekly classes, so I moved them to monthly classes where I would teach a few at a time in a sort of all-day thing rather than 2 hours a week. And then the number of people that were taking my classes increased to the point where I couldn't fit them into the one room that I was in over on Magnolia in Burbank. It was, I think it's a Zumba class now. And I had known of Trevor. He was my first coach hire. He was excellent in terms of production, in terms of he had assisted me for a while to begin with, and then took over his own classes. And then it was Anne Ganguza, who has now moved on to do her own stuff. She was awesome. It's kind of like these people fell into my life at around the right time. I've never actually opened up a position and asked people to apply or anything like that. Karen Eileen Gordon is just a rock star. J. Rodney Turner, Max and Victoria, they each bring their own really special something to the table, and it's different for every one of them. So it's interesting because my clients get their choice of coaching with me, coaching with them, and some people have their favorites and they go to them. Some people kind of want to go round robin and see all the different coaches picking a new one each month. But what I did look at was their dedication to the success of my students and clients and their ownership of that. And every single one of them has made it through a probationary period. They may not know they had a probationary period, but I observe what they do as they start to coach and what kind of results they get and what kind of reactions they get. And I've been extraordinarily fortunate that those choices have worked out. Okay, so that's it. Another question. What do you like best about on-camera acting that you can't get in voiceover? And what do you like best about voiceover that you can't get on camera? I really don't see a difference. In fact, I teach an entire class on this called Mutual Muscles. I think that saying that voiceover is different from on camera is like saying stage comedy is different from stage tragedy, or that sitcoms are different from procedurals or commercials. I feel like it's one huge ball of performance skills, and that when you get good at one area, it's going to help you get better at all of the other areas that you engage in. I guess the only big difference is what I wear to the actual gig. And if I have to shave, that's another part that I worry about. But I treat them all the same in almost every respect. I mean, clearly voiceover, the difference is, as I say in the class, the difference is the collector device. So it's the microphone versus the camera. And you just learn how to let the camera or let the microphone or let the live audience, if it's stage, acquire the performance that tells the story best. And I love using my voice when I'm on camera, and I love using body motions when I'm on mic. So I guess I don't see much of a difference. I love both. And I hope you don't look at that as a cop-out answer. That really isn't my intent. That's how I feel. All right, another question in the Ask Me Anything hit parade. What kind of recording equipment and room processing do you use for your daily videos? In particular, how can you record yourself in a room without it sounding tinny and echoey? And the truth is that this room is treated, so it's more like a studio and less like just a plain room. but I do use an AT6550, ATR 6550. It's a shotgun microphone, and I also use the AT875R, which is also an Audio-Technica. I love Audio-Technica microphones. I just do. I think they're really inexpensive for how good they are. And I think right now I'm using the AT875R. It's just off camera, so it's right here. So there you go. And the room noise isn't that much to begin with. If there's anything that I use a little bit of noise reduction on, it's the buzz that my older lights have created. I have some lights that are still incandescent, and they have ballasts or transformers or something electrical. But that's about the only thing that I do in terms of leveling. When I do my post work, I've got another question coming up where people asked, what equipment do you use? What processes do you use? And I'm going to go through the whole thing for that. But that's the only thing that I do. I do a little tiny bit of noise reduction in that very limited range of the buzzing that's occurring because of the lights. And that's it. I mean, I love the AT875R and the ATR 6550. They're wonderful shotgun microphones. They're perfect for this kind of work. So, yeah, there you go. All right. So I think that's a good amount. I still have a bunch more questions, so we'll do another AMA answers here tomorrow. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel on YouTube, just click on my head there. If there's no head there, then look for a subscribe button somewhere below this video. Want to see the latest video episode I've done? Click on that frame. YouTube will play it for you. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.